All right, let's move on to takeaway number 2. The coaching collapse is real, bro. We just talked a lot about the front office.
Yep.
It's a mess. The team is bereft of talent.
Hmm.
So coaches get a pass, right? No,
No,
I don't think so.
sure don't. Hell no.
McDaniels started off as this creative boy genius who was
Mhm.
bringing a new style of offense to the NFL, but then just never adapted.
Yeah.
It's year number 4. We're still running the same tired ass rotational plays that we did in year 1. And guess what? NFL defenses catch up to you hella fast.
Yep.
So
Yep.
our offense is stagnant. Is in fact it's potentially one of the worst in football. Actually, I think statistically it is one
No,
of
it
the
is.
worst in football.
Statistically, we are dead last. Yep.
No adjustments, no discipline, no swagger anymore. We used to have swagger at least. Now
Yep.
we don't even have that. We have seen regression across the board
Hmm.
on this team. What once was looking like a promising coach that was getting the most out of Tua, and we were finally pumped. Those of us who were Tua fans were finally pumped to see Tua play to his potential.
Hmm.
Are now sitting here 4 years later, or 3.5 years later, whatever it's been, cringing at the idea of watching another Dolphins 3 and out,
Yep.
another screen pass, another freaking press conference with a coach who doesn't know how to speak English.
Yep. Yep.
I can't I can't even put in words
Yeah.
how annoyed I am. But I liked Adam Gase better than this guy at this point.
Uh,
Like, I can't stand him. I see him and I want to punch, punch, punch.
yeah.
Like, I
I mean,
just,
Blake says it here, cringing, right? I mean, that's exactly what this season is. It's cringing, right? And look at this, right? I mean, we get all excited for nothing, right? This team, a team with talent, bad management, starting from the top all the way down to the bottom. And look, we all know, right? We all have jobs, right? Shit rolls downhill, right? And it's contagious.
Hmm.
Acceptance and mediocrity is contagious. I've worked at plenty of companies where being mediocre was accepted, and it just trickles through the office. It trickles through the through everyone, and that is what it looks like. I'm not saying I'm not in the building. I have no fucking idea what's going on, but maybe they're
Yeah,
punching and screaming at each other and holding. There is a ton of accountability, and
it's hard to
who
say.
the hell knows?
Yeah.
But when you look at the product on the field, we look like a team that is accepting mediocrity, right? That are, we have cool jerseys and we have cool face paint, and our coach wears, $1,000+ shoes and gold rimmed glasses, and it's, oh, we're cool. We're South Beach. And the fact of the matter is, we look like dog shit. And at some point, all of the fun needs to be sucked out of the room. And we need to put our hard hats on, and we need to put our nose to the grindstone and actually start playing like adults,
Do,
because we look like a bunch of kids that have no adult supervision, right?
yeah. Do you want to be even more mad? Because I don't know if you saw this yet, because you haven't mentioned it in a group chat, so I don't know that you did.
Oh boy.
Is in the post game press conference, McDaniel was asked about why they went away from Waller, and it was on purpose. They literally stopped throwing to the one guy who was productive on offense
Are you trying to get
on
me to flip my desk
on
live on
purpose.
show?
On purpose.
I mean, that's
Who
crazy, man.
admits that? First of all, who does that? And second of all, who admits that after the fact?
That's insane. That's insanity, man.
Like,
I mean,
I don't
look,
even remember the purpose because I think I blacked out from rage after I heard it. Like,
yeah, and here and going back to your comments, and a very good point about McDaniel's tired offense, and he came in touted as this run game genius who designs all of these really like smart cerebral type game plans and schemes and plays.
hmm,
We've said it a million times, and for those of you that are regular active listeners or watchers of our show, you know you've heard this a million times. Mike McDaniel doesn't know how to evolve. It's
no.
clear as day. What he does when adversity hits is he adds more complexity to an already overly engineered and complex offense. So instead of maybe removing one of the 37 motions pre-snap, he's like, "Oh, okay, they figured that out. So let's add another one." Right? We're going to do 18 motions this time. They'll never see it coming. Right? Yeah.
No, it's the opposite problem. We have too many tricks
Yeah. And
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 nobody's falling for them.
and it's just one of those things where it's like, and you've said it, I've said it, Blake has said it, Jorge
Mm-hmm.
has said it, Cap has said it. At some point, and we've all said it in different ways, at some point, you just need to throw the nonsense out. Say, you line up here and beat your guy. We have talent. Waddle is fast and talented. Tua, 2023 looked like one of the top 6 quarterbacks in this league. Etienne is a top 5 running back in this league. Waller is playing like he did back, a few years ago when he was on the Raiders and he had an umpteen amount of touchdowns. We have talent on this team. So go line up and beat your guy. We're playing, and I'm sorry, Carolina fans, for those of you that are chiming in. We're playing Carolina. If you can't beat Carolina one-on-one, fuck off and go to the bench.
I can tell you that I didn't know who Christian Roseboom was before entering this game, but I sure as shit do now.
Yeah.
Because the dude was all over the place, had 9 tackles, a tackle for a loss. Anytime we tried running a stretch play or a screen or anything of the sort, he was right there. I mean, this dude did some incredible film study.
Yeah.
And
we're not even talking. This is a great point. And I don't recognize you. So if you're new to the show, welcome. Thank you for joining. Sorry you had to join on this episode because it's this is not a pretty sight for us Dolphins fans. But yes, Weaver. I mean, what the hell is going on with Weaver? We haven't even talked about him hardly ever on the show.
Yeah, I mean, the offense deserves some blame.
Yes, absolutely. But
outside of scoring 2 touchdowns on shortened fields because of turnovers, what did they do?
Right. But how do you let a RB2 in Dowell, who's talented? I'm not shitting on Dowell.
He had a 1,000-yard season last year. He's serviceable. Yeah.
How do you let him have over 200 yards of rushing?
Yeah.
Like at a certain point,
insane.
Where's your pride as defensive players and a defensive head coach or a defensive coach rather?
Running right at Sealer too, which was the most surprising part of the whole thing.
Like, Weaver, what are you doing, dude? You sit up there and you tout, oh, we need to play with violence. I love it. And me personally, I love that shit. Yes, you need to play violently. This is a violent sport. You cannot pussyfoot around, right? I saw nothing but I saw anything but violence on that field, right? There was no. I don't know.
Yeah, to Nopsy's point.
Yeah.
The offense played pretty well in this game.
Yeah.
But they're not without blame. But they are not the one to blame for this loss. It was very clearly the defense, which we just hadn't gotten to yet. So
yeah, we're working our way there.
We have a lot to say.
Yes, we do. But
Anthony Weaver should have been gone last night. He shouldn't have been allowed on the plane back to the stadium.
Yeah.
Because we have defended him and we have stood up for him and we have said that, I love his style. I love his motivational skills, but his scheme has been nothing short of dog shit. We're just a little over a year into the scheme and we have seen regression across the board when it comes to the defense. He's been given shit to work with.
Mm-hmm.
Admittedly, he has been given shit to work with, but they're running right at your best players and having a wild amount of success. Mm-hmm. And even if you look away from that fact, let's look at the situation where people like Kenneth Grant in this game are being asked to drop back into coverage. Why is your rookie defensive tackle being asked to drop back into coverage?
That's insane. I don't care how athletic he is. How about you put him in a position to do what he was drafted to do, which is rush the quarterback? Like, what are you doing?
Last week we had Chop Robinson covering Garrett Wilson. Thank goodness Chop is an incredibly athletic person.
How many times this year have we seen Jalen Phillips dropping coverage? Like, hey, look, Jalen Phillips is athletic. I'm not.
And look at what happened this game when he wasn't asked to drop into coverage. He got a sack. He finally got pressure on the quarterback. It's almost like you should use your pass rushers to rush the passes. Rushers.
Yeah, who knew? Yeah. There's a novel idea, right?
It's like
crazy to me. Oh, sorry. Go ahead.
I was just gonna say it's almost like McDaniel's craziness and need to create crazy plays is rubbing off on Weaver. Like nobody in this building does anything standard fundamental. It's all let's get crazy.
That's a perfect point, right? That's exactly what I was getting to. It's at a certain point, and I said this about the offense just a second ago. How about you just line your players up in the positions in which they are lined up in and say, do that job. Don't do anything else. If you're a pass rusher, rush the passer. If you're a linebacker, cover the middle of the field because our linebackers can do that. If you're a safety, do your safety job. If you're a cornerback, give a little cushion, be aggressive and play cornerback. instead of, all right, we're gonna listen to this. We're gonna take Rasul Douglas. All right, you ready for this? He's gonna be out on the boundary cornerback, but he's gonna be a pass rusher. And Jalen Phillips is gonna come from the other side of the field and cross the field behind the linebackers to cover the outside cornerback. That's I got you guys. This is gonna be great.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, I mean, we shouldn't have been in that situation. Jack Jones, of course, with another penalty, and it was ticky-tack. In that moment in the game, I don't think they should have thrown it. But, I mean, we shouldn't have been in that situation because we should have went for it on 4th and 18. So
agreed.
Oh, yeah, this one, too. Ingold drops a 20-yard go route.
Yeah, hit him right in the hands, too.
Right in the hands. But, he's a fullback. Why is he doing that and not Achane?
Yeah, that's a good one. Like if you knew you were going to do that, put Achane and Ollie Gordon in there.
Yeah.
Put Achane as the fullback.
Or now put Julian Hill back there. We were talking last week about how they had Julian Hill lined up like.
I'm telling you, man, between Blake, those that are in the chat, you and me, fire all of them, Ross. Hire all of us. We got you. Don't worry, buddy.
We may not do any better, but we can't do any worse.
I mean, I think we might do better if we're being completely honest with you.
Potentially, yeah. I'm gonna have to study up on stuff.